Hello everyone, I'm the Masked Analyst. Now I'm not going to tell you whether or not I think Brett did indeed file the DMCAs. Brett swears that he didn't. He says that he not only says that he didn't file the DMCAs, he made a video showing that anybody could send in a DMCA under anybody else's name and get anybody else accused of filing a false DMCA. YouTube doesn't check. So I'll verify that Brett is indeed telling the truth about that. But the question is, did Brett send in this round of DMCAs, or is he being set up by some hater who wants to make him look bad? Well, I'm not going to answer that, but let me go into some history, and you can use that history to form your own opinion as to whether Brett was responsible. Now, when I first saw Brett's videos, I thought he was brilliant. Maybe I was a little naive at the time, but I thought he was brilliant. He was certainly one of the most highly subscribed YouTube atheists. He had about 4,000 or 5,000, maybe 8,000 subscribers. This was at a time when if you had 5,000 subscribers, you were pretty close to the top of the heap. This was fairly early on in YouTube's history. And he was quite popular amongst a lot of atheists. But I was one of the first ones to question Brett's integrity. There was an incident between him and Fake Sagan, who at that time was posting under the name of Hardcase Owns You. Brett mischaracterized Hardcase's video. Fake Sagan pwned Brett. He raised a number of interesting and valid points. And Brett made it look like Fake Sagan was just a troll who was making fun of Brett's appearance. I'd watched Fake Sagan's video and I knew Brett was not telling the truth. That was the first incident that told me, hey, there might be something bad news about Brett. Another thing that kind of pissed me off is that he would make videos criticizing people, and sometimes if he didn't like you, he would block you. So he might criticize you, he might twist your words, he might put words in your mouth, and you couldn't comment on that particular video. But the thing that really got me riled up was the plagiarism incident. Now, the first person to accuse Brett of plagiarism was Judalicious. Now, if any of you watched Tommy from the Bronx's recent video, Tommy from the Bronx verifies something that Brett is claiming. Brett is claiming that Judalicious had called him a pedophile, and because of this, she was just a troll, and he's implying, I'm not sure if he's actually said it, but he's kind of poo-pooing the plagiarism accusations because the implication is, hey, this is just a troll who called me a pedo. How can you believe her? And Tommy from the Bronx has said, yes, indeed, Brett, I remember. Well, let me tell you, I will vouch that what Tommy from the Bronx and Brett are saying is true. She did indeed call him a pedophile. But that's only part of the story. I believe this occurred after the plagiarism incident, which I'll get into in a second, and after he called her a fat cow. I think it was inexcusable for her to call him a pedophile, and a number of people called her out on the carpet for that, and she very quickly apologized. She quickly withdrew the comment and apologized. But now Brett is using this incident, this comment, as a way of trying to distract people from the plagiarism charge in order to discredit the plagiarism charge. Now, people are accusing Brett of having filed false DMCAs in the past. And as far as I can tell, I don't think Brett did file false DMCAs in the past. I don't think he did file DMCAs in the past. I could be wrong. But I don't remember him filing any DMCAs. In fact, a year ago, I made a video in which I said, hey, I think enough time has passed. Let Brett have a second chance. Let him come back under a new account. I think enough time has passed. And one of the things I said in that video a year ago, which is closer in time than now, obviously, is that he didn't file any false DMCAs, and that is the cardinal sin. However, there's always a however. There's always a however or a but when I'm talking about Brett. However, even though he himself didn't file false DMCAs, he pulled kind of a slick maneuver. he was friends with another YouTuber named Firefly515, and he made a video in which he signed over, or Firefly made the video. I don't remember who made the video, but in any case, Brett signed over the copyright of his videos to Firefly515, so that either they shared the copyright of the videos or he gave the copyright to the videos that he made to Firefly515. And that kind of was clever on his part, because what happened is Firefly515 now is in the position of sending out DMCAs to Brett's enemies, and Brett wouldn't have to take the heat because he could say, hey, my hands are clean. I didn't send out any DMCAs. Now, I was able to refresh my memory to some extent of this incident because I made a video about Firefly 515's threats to DMCA other people. Did Firefly actually file any DMCAs against videos that were using Brett's clips from his videos? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 99% sure he did. What I do know is this. He did send out DMCAs. Some of those DMCAs probably involved people using clips from his own videos, but I think a few of them were videos that used clips by Brett. And to bolster my evidence, and unfortunately evidence is in short supply because a lot of the evidence has disappeared over the past couple of years. But Jesus Freak 777 made a video responding to Firefly 515's threat to DMCA videos using his clips or clips from Brett's video. So Firefly 515 definitely did make a threat that he would file DMCAs against people who were using clips from Brett's videos in ways that Brett didn't particularly care for. Also, I was able to find out one other video by a troll who used the name Brett's Dead Mother. Now that's an atrocious username. Absolutely atrocious username. The reason I think he chose this username is not just to goad Brett, although I'm sure it did, but because Brett seemed to tell seemingly contradictory stories about his mother. But that troll was saying that Firefly did indeed DMCA a video that used Brett's material. So take that for what it's worth. My own memory, I remember vaguely Firefly DMCAing people who use Brett's videos, but I can't say with 100% certainty. One thing that you can expect now is Brett will make a video accusing me of being a troll, digging up past history, saying, hey, here's a guy in a mask, why won't he show his face, blah, 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 blah. Well, if he does call me a troll, if he does try and denigrate anything I say, if he tries to poo-poo me or dismiss me or silence me or whatever, just remember this. I did indeed make a video a year ago saying that I would like to see Brett have a second chance. If I was just out to attack him, why would I have made this video? Also, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to tell you what to think about the current spate of DMCAs. I don't have the absolute knowledge. What I do know with absolute certainty is this. If somebody had used my name and signed it to a false DMCA, not only would I deny that I was behind it, I would be making a video vigorously and vociferously denouncing whoever it was that sent in the DMCA in my name. You would see me furious at the person who was DMCAing the video. I would be demanding that the video would be restored, and I'd be sending YouTube a letter demanding that the video be restored, that I wasn't behind it, and condemning in the strongest possible term this troll who had used my name to DMCA the video. Question. Has Brett made a video denouncing in the strongest possible terms whoever this mysterious third party is who filed the DMCA? If he didn't, what does that tell you? Well, I'll just leave you with the three possibilities. either Brett filed the DMCA, either Brett didn't file the DMCA, but he found someone like Firefly 515 to do the dirty work for him, in which case he could say, no, I didn't file the DMCA, my hands are clean, and yet get the DMCA removed. Or somebody who's out to frame Brett, make him look bad. And why isn't Brett, or if he hasn't made a video loudly condemning this person, why hasn't he? Why wouldn't he show his outrage at a troll who was trying to make him look bad? I leave these questions up to you.